medical home care agency. We specialize in personal care, light housekeeping.
You know, we do medication pickup, groceries.
I have a mother-in-law that's disabled, and that motivated me to see, to go in her house to see what was going on, and different caregivers coming in and out, and just motivated me to use my degree to start a business such as what she receives.
So I've been doing healthcare since 2007. I go into nursing homes, I do skilled care.
My sister is in the healthcare field as a nurse, so we kind of balance each other out with the business part and the social work part. And then she does like the care and the training, the caregivers and everything like that.
She has something that I don't have, and I have something that she don't have, so we balance each other out.
In 2017, I created Say Less Podcast. Then we created a network around that. I created a bunch of shows. We created a radio station, WTCP. Then 2021, this year, we went to TCP TV on Roku. So now we're on TV. So what's next? I'm thinking productions. I'm thinking movies. I'm thinking live performances. So how do I do that? Now I created TCP Entertainment. And we're gonna do all of that. We got a bunch of new shows. We got the ladies at Queen's Table, Vixen, 2X's, E, Badu, my Ace, Hollywood. We got the new show I'm creating with comedian Josh DeWay. I Hate It Here. He's hilarious. Y'all gonna love him too. Then we got Porque No. That's our first Spanish speaking show. I'm doing on site where I'm gonna be pulling up on people, just having real conversations. But our biggest project that we're working on right now for TCP Entertainment is TCP's Who Did It Best. And it's going to be business against business. And when I say business against business, I'm talking about COVID hit us really hard. So we're trying to do something to put a spotlight on these businesses that went through tough times during COVID. A lot of people had to close their doors. So what we want to do is not just have business against business, but we want to highlight these businesses and celebrate these businesses and put people back in these businesses. But yeah, you know, who got the best cheesesteaks in the city? Who does the best dark fades? We're gonna do all of that, man. TCP's Who Did It Best. TCP Entertainment's Who Did It Best. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna have the final say on all the cuts, so you know we about to turn up. It's TCP Entertainment, baby.
Hot mic, hot mic.
Mic, check, mic.
Hot mic.
Right, let me
This
watch
is a
what I
little vibe.
say. It is a vibe.
Hey, you gotta sway with it.
I don't sway.
This that shit where you
My dress too tight.
you pour
I
that
can't
red wine.
sway.
What Hov say? Roll a J.
You
lay
gonna
back.
freestyle? We about to bring that in.
Hey.
We about to make it a say less
Yeah,
thing.
I be the. Yo, mic check. Can everybody hear me? Are we live? Are we fucking live?
We live, baby.
Yo, it's your Sunday. I hope everybody had a good day at church. Good day. It's not, ain't no sports on, so I hope you had a good day at church. I hope you came home and you're ready to sin. Because this is Say Less fucking podcast. How's everybody doing? Hollywood.
I went to church today.
And you came to Say Less ready to sin.
I'm not sinning today. I'm not sinning, but I definitely went to church.
Did you get the word?
I sure did. My nanny was so excited to see me. Shout out to BBC in York.
Shout out to everybody who does listen to us and goes to church. I was joking, but you know, we respect the black church around here. We respect all churches, every church. I mean, shout out to everybody.
Church.
And I respect even more that you can go to church and then come home and watch us. So shout out to you. Zoe, how was your week? Did you get buns this week, Zoe?
Like, is that a different language?
Do you need me to tell the story about the buns and the sausage?
The buns and the sausage?
I told you the story last week. Do you need a reminder?
I mean, you started it.
Okay, so basically, like, you know, when you go to a cookout, you go to the cookout and you have like the hamburger buns because they run out of the sausage buns, right? And then you put them side by side sometimes, but then you can lay them on top of each other and smush the buns together. Sometimes you can just put your sausage in between the buns and eat it just as regular, and it's just the same.
That sounds interesting.
So did you do any of that this weekend?
No, I didn't cook out at all.
How was your week, though?
My week was a week, and you know we here. How was your week?
My week was.
I'm glad you remember because I damn sure I almost forgot again.
Yeah. My week was cool. My week was. I didn't do too much. I kind of. I went to the beach.
How could you forget that?
Yeah. I caught a quick flight out to South Carolina. I was down in South Carolina. Shout out to my brother-in-law and all my family down there.
I'm mad now that I think about it. I'm supposed to be in the Bahamas.
Yeah, you are. You had to.
That part.
You want to talk about that too? Hold on, wait. Let me talk about the beach first.
Go ahead.
When I got on the beach and the stones was in my feet and my hair was swaying.
So
in
you
the
don't
wind
wear
now.
socks on the beach?
I don't wear socks.
You're not one of them.
Nah.
It's a lot of niggas who will walk around with socks.
I did that when I was a rookie, but now I like do this beach thing for real.
Like I wear my slides and I take my socks off. You know what I'm saying? When I get on the sand.
Okay, so y'all are like Jay-Z level now. Y'all gonna wear the helmet on the jet ski?
No, that's my brother. Shout out to my brother. My brother told me he wears helmets and all that.
You wear a helmet on a jet ski?
Shout out to Bram. What up,
shout out to Bram. I'm sorry I had to put the business out there, but he did tell me.
Was it a padded helmet?
I can actually swim, so I don't.
I ain't trying to swim with the fishes.
I can swim, and I'm not. No, I don't wear a helmet. I will wear a life jacket on the
yeah, that's like
on the
that's
jet
normal.
ski,
that's standard.
Yeah, on the jet ski,
that's
but I'm not wearing no helmet.
Shit,
yeah.
I'm putting knee pads on and all because first of all, my ass is clumsy. I already got skin knees on one leg. I'm cool.
You gonna wear a horse collar too?
Marco ain't got no mic. But how was your week? Super busy. It was
Spirit of Philadelphia.
Yeah, y'all had that like a yacht party.
All white party.
All white. That was.
I know that joint was official.
I saw the videos. I saw the videos. It was crazy. They had the freestyle music going. It was bananas over there.
Freestyle popping, ain't.
Shout out to DJ Polly too.
Yeah, what up?
But yeah, so everybody had a good week. Let's get this shit rolling. We got super producer Marco on the boards. Yeah. We got Alonzo Williams Jr. in the building.
Violence on.
We got Hollywood Bonnie in the building.
Cause ain't none of y'all gonna fucking check me.
I don't know what number we on. And I'm your host Blast. This is Say Less Podcast episode
139.
139. We the OGs of this shit. Don't ever forget it.
Hey.
And we are here. And to start off our show, I want to start off on a little somber note. We lost an OG, a legend. I know y'all 20-somethings don't care to go back and do your history on all this stuff, but the hip-hop thing that you love and that has grown to what it is, the biggest genre, the biggest culture in the world.
Now.
One of the pioneers of this shit was a OG, and he was an OG to me, so he's old school to me, so I know to y'all 20-somethings and y'all millennials that y'all don't give a shit about him. But OG, Juice Crew, Biz Markie. Biz Markie passed away a couple of days ago. I forget exactly what day it was, but for those that don't know, the 6th
Friday.
July 16th, he passed away, and
57 years old.
57 years old from complications.
Years young,
to
for real.
Diabetes. Everybody who is diabetic out there, take care of yourself. We also, we know that black and brown folks, we are heavily high blood pressure, high
it's
diabetic
a lot of sugar
rates.
in the melanin.
Yeah, we eat a lot of starches and all that shit. Take care of yourself.
That's why we need to shop more at Wegmans and Whole Foods.
Facts.
Because they don't poison that. They don't put that stuff in that food.
Even no, they need to shop at local markets. That too.
Yeah. Support your local market, especially Lancaster. We got a heavy one out here.
Fresh greenery.
The younger ones that don't know, Biz Markie was also an actor.
He
was in Men in Black 2, and then he was also one of the cats on SpongeBob. I think it was Kenny the cat.
Yep.
So the younger generation, now y'all know.
And he was also DJing. He switched the game up when he saw the game switch, the rap game switch. He started DJing in the early 90s.
He was on Yo Gabba Gabba too. He taught the kids how to beatbox. Because that's what he was known for too.
Biz Markie, the one thing I did love to see was because I'm like, I follow a lot of celebs, and they all had a story of Biz Markie. Like, he made his way around, and there's a lot of hip hop legends that he gave game to. Like, he really supported the culture after he wasn't a bigger star. And for everybody who's 30 and up, who claims to be somebody from the culture, if you don't know the tune, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. That was like a super, super classic. I don't remember what year that came out.
86.
But 86.
89.
89?
It was 86, I think.
89, 90.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I was a baby.
What year was that? Just a friend.
I was in
junior high.
I was in elementary when that came out.
I wasn't born.
But
I don't think. Wait a minute. We about to see if I was born.
I mean, he touched a lot of people, man. Like, a lot of people looked at him as a big brother.
His smile was like contagious.
And for those that don't know who the Juice Crew was, you talk about like Marley Marl, Big Daddy Kane, MC Shan, like
Rap,
Roxanne Shante.
Okay. Just a Friend came out in 89.
89.
So I was 1.
89.
So you talk in the 80s, I was not even double digits, but I know from our generation, we still were students of the culture, and Biz Markie was heavy, because hip hop started in New York, and the Juice Crew was the crew in the 80s.
Roxanne Shante, they say that?
Say that? Yeah, Roxanne Shante got a movie right now on Netflix. Y'all can go check that out. I think Biz Markie, somebody played him.
Somebody plays Biz Markie,
yeah, it's just really, really, really huge for the culture. He was sick for a while, and I'm sad to see him go, but we want to salute our legends. That's it.
Give them their flowers while they breathing too, cause
do that. That part.
Too many people are known after they die.
You call it the vapors.
And he was a funny dude. Like, he wasn't afraid to make fun of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the other part. Like, people don't like. He was like the first comedy. Yeah, like a comedy rapper. Like, he was doing like the funny stuff.
Rocking
like,
the Beethoven wigs.
He was doing that back in the 80s. Like back when hip hop was trying to find itself, he was really experimenting and finding the funny in a lot of his music.
Picking boogers and all that.
Yeah. Biz Markie was wild. He was the first one to like pull his belly out. Fat Boy pulling his belly out on stage. Like, yeah.
He was fresh though, cause you see the velours and the big.
And he would have the thick ropes and shit, like
4-finger Biz ring.
Yeah, Biz Markie he's an icon and legend. Before the time when hip hop really blew, like hip hop really blew for the masses in the '90s. So that was after his era. But we want to remember him anyway, because we know that he's one of the pioneers.
And he was a sneaker collector.
Yes. Shout out to all the sneakerheads. We always keep something fresh on the feet. But rest in peace to Biz Markie. Anyway, switching topics, I do want to say COVID's still out here, and I ain't gonna hold you. I've been outside. I've been
Rona?
moving around.
Is that you?
I took my mask off.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
not gonna lie. I took my mask off, and
took mine off, too.
I've been in some places where there was a lot of people, and we all had our masks off. But that COVID, the Rona's still out here, fam.
The Delta variant is out here now.
And it's still killing people.
225% more transmissible than the regular COVID was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that came from the CDC. If I'm not
Variants
mistaken.
out here wilding.
Well, you was actually supposed to take a trip. Going back to that, you should be in the Bahamas right now.
I should have my damn toes in the sand, but here I am.
And why didn't that happen?
COVID spiked in the Bahamas.
And they shut the borders down.
They shut it down. So they pushed our trip back.
They told America, keep all your funky shit in America. We don't want none of that shit over here.
They said Hot Girl Summer is postponed for the next 2 weeks. It's all right. So yeah, that Delta variant is out here. It's real. We still have to be careful.
It feels even funny now. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, LA brought the mask mandate back, but I'm
indoor.
Yeah, indoors.
And like I've been to restaurants still. I've gone to stores and stuff, and I go in with no mask on there, but I still be looking at people suspect like, you look like you got some Rona in your mouth.
If you think about it though, you're not really protected either way, because when you get to these restaurants, I went to restaurants during COVID, like before they shut them down when they reduced the capacity, and you take your mask off as soon as you get a drink, like, so that's your whole meal, like you just don't have a mask on.
Get to the table.
So like what
I think it's just in my head, like for real, like
you see the particles coming towards you.
I walked in the liquor store earlier today. I walked in, it's like 50 people in there, not one mask, and I'm walking about
6 feet.
And I ain't gonna hold you. Every time I walk past somebody, I was like,
yeah, I was at the church. I was at the church on Sunday, and like, I'm not used to being around a lot of people, and I was like,
did they have
they
masks
had no mask on in church?
Some people did.
I went to church today, and it was mandatory to wear a mask.
There's a lot of people, and like I haven't been around that many people.
What do y'all think about this? The vaccine.
I'm like this close to getting it, and I probably will have it within the next week and a half, honestly, just because I'm not trying to die from no fucking Rona. Like, enough of y'all got it, y'all all right. I'm trying to have parts of the settlement too at this point. So
I was super hard against it when it first came out. I still haven't gotten it, but I've softened my stance. Like, I've definitely been like,
I wasn't against it. I was just wary of it because, like, you know, we all, I mean, not, maybe we didn't. Did we watch I Am Legend? Planet Z or World War Z,
Outbreak,
like,
shit.
I was thinking like, we might be making up these super zombies that I can't run
If that
from.
shit happened, where would you go?
But see, that's the other thing. See, because I'm on the other side of that, because I'm like, they have, like, America factually has prepared for a zombie apocalypse.
So let me ask you.
In my head, I'm thinking like, y'all motherfuckers that got the vaccine are the zombies. Like, y'all are about to be and I'm gonna be living dead, walking dead. I gotta run from y'all and shoot y'all and hide in the woods with the African with the joint with the hair, and like we gonna do all of that.
Megan
so
and all that.
Yeah, I gotta be.
Let me ask.
I'm be hiding out in the Vanna building shooting.
So where are you going? Where am I supposed to meet you at? Where's the meetup spot?
I love you too much. Don't get the vaccine. I'm gonna have to shoot you.
You shoot that text out.
Well,
yeah, that junk, like, ain't nobody turned into a werewolf or Lycan or Dracula yet.
I used to say I was gonna go to Gander Mountain, but then Gander Mountain closed, so I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I just won't be here.
Like, I got so many other kind of antibodies in me already from being
the
deployed
military.
and leaving the country.
And
like,
that's what the fuck is wrong with me. I was born at an army hospital. That's exactly what's wrong with me.
In my lifetime, I've voluntarily put a lot of shit in my body, so I'm not scared of what they're putting in my body. That's not like I've done that on my own. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about this.
If you drink Amsterdam or a Mad Dog 4040, you're good.
I don't want to turn into Rhinoceros Boy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to.
Rhinoceros is a boy.
They're going too hard to try to give it to people, and that don't sit right with me. Like, I saw they was giving out weed in one state. One state was giving out J's. They was giving out pre-rolled J's to get the vaccine. Like, you're going too hard, and you're going too hard for our community.
Yeah.
Like, blacks are the last folks to get every vaccine. Now you're going super hard for this
you
one.
Want us to get ours?
Nah, I'm going to go ahead and set this shit up.
They gave them to the other ones, too.
They did, but
they gave them guns when they got theirs.
I don't give a fuck because you
It
know
was
why?
right before
Because on The
hunting
Walking
season.
Dead, there's black, brown, and white zombies. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. Because when they start coming, I'm like, I told you. I mean, popping them in their head. I'm be telling them
like,
I told all
because
these
it's Hollywood. It's me.
Like, I am tripping, though, because, Will Smith, he was on the treadmill heavy. He was ready. I'm not ready right now. And
You better get ready.
And in the last year, I haven't got ready. I'm not I don't.
That's why you should get buns every week. You'll be in shape.
I'm a little upset about that.
Your stamina gonna be up. You get ass every week.
I haven't taught my children how to hunt yet.
Don't try to dodge the ass. You can get your stamina up if you get some ass.
I don't have a donkey or a farm.
You can get a little ass, get a little stamina.
Like, I didn't teach my children how to hunt. They can fish. And we can grow our vegetables, but like we need.
When I tell you that every kid in my family is screwed, they don't know how to do shit. They know how to sit and be served.
Oh.
That's what they know. They know how to wash dishes and stuff. They ain't catching shit.
Do y'all think if this shit, do you think they'll shut us down again?
Yes.
Or
If LA did it, of course, yes.
Well, they didn't shut down. LA didn't shut down yet. They just mandated the mask.
The mask. I feel like they're gonna tighten up a little bit. Governor Wolf was tightening up when people didn't want him to.
America is they lost so much bread that year. And America is a capitalist society. Do you really think they're going to shut down? I think if the numbers spike, like they're looking like they're about to, I think America's going to be like, fuck it, every man for themselves.
Every man.
I wouldn't be surprised at that.
I think America would do that. America has already...
I'm going to my daddy's house.
The one thing I'll say about when Trump was in office is he gave the brutal, honest opinion of the people in power. Like, he wanted to open up. He never wanted to lock down. He was on some shit like, fuck y'all, let's get this money.
They die.
I'm rich. I'm good. We can test
He said, fuck Rona, get money from the rip. Like,
let's go play golf.
And he was about that life. And I really believe that all those politicians, those millionaires, those billionaires, they're like, let them die.
That is kind of true. Trump ripped the Band-Aid off, and now Biden's trying to put it back on. But we like, nah.
The only thing about Trump is we knew exactly where we stood.
Outside. In the field.
Exactly. Like,
Sidebar, though.
I mean, for some people, it might have been a question. But for us, there was no question.
We outside. We ain't even in the house no more. They got other people for that.
4 hours ago, read the screen.
4 hours ago, the federal court blocked the order lifting the CDC restrictions on cruise ships.
Well,
fuck.
So
federal court
blocked. Trying to lift it, and federal government got involved, the courts, and now blocked the lift.
Well,
so I really ain't going nowhere.
Royal Caribbean was set to start cruising again next month. So I guess that would probably put a halt to
get shit
that
from
shit.
Carnival every week.
I've been scrolling past the Royal Caribbean emails for a while now, like the last
I'm
year.
a heavy cruiser. I don't do Royal Caribbean. I'm a Carnival person, but
Carnival was lit.
I'm a heavy cruiser. I get all the emails, and I can't wait to get back on the boat, but I ain't getting back on the boat till all this shit is right. That's a fact.
I'll get on the boat as long as the hoes are there.
Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes, baby. Boats and hoes. If the hoes down, be there every night.
Well, if they lock back down,
can I come over?
Just wear a mask.
Yeah, right. Like, you ain't say that on Say Less on Sunday.
Did y'all see this Richard Sherman? Shout out to my Nana guy.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was a rough week, but I don't want to slay him.
He's been having a rough few months.
How come y'all don't want to slay the football players, but y'all slay other people?
This is why I didn't want to slay him.
Why?
Because I would have got, first off, because, I don't even watch the NFL. You know that. I ain't watching NFL since they've been on that funny Colin Kaepernick shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I have watched a couple games, and I did watch the Super Bowl because we was in it the one year.
His situation doesn't deserve a slaying, though.
That's the other part.
What they made it look like at first wasn't what it was, because that 911 call with his wife saying,
and you saw his wife
with his wife saying he doesn't have any weapons, don't shoot him, and all of that. Like,
I want to get into that part because the fact that black people have to call 911 and tell the 911
and give them a
person,
disclaimer.
Tell them, yes, he's doing this, and this, but don't shoot him. And that's our normal. To us, to everybody in the room, nobody flinched. That's our normal.
Yeah.
That shit ain't fucking normal.
And
We shouldn't have to tell 911, don't kill this man. Don't come kill my husband because I don't want him dead, but he's flipping out. Please just come help me. Like,
I can guarantee when they pulled up, she came outside because as black women, we'll sacrifice ourselves before we let them kill our kids.
I'm sure. I'm 100% sure she did.
Like the way they came out with the report when he first got arrested was like, I was thinking like, yo, how were you messing up like this? You know what I'm saying?
He's not allowed at Thanksgiving dinner, that's for sure.
But that's the first thing I thought, but we're going to deep dive
into it. Yes. And they're talking about he's had issues, he's been having issues
with her?
year.
No.
Just on the
So, people, we've been talking about mental health for a while now, and the pandemic, everybody locked down. Mental health has been on the super rise. Hospitals have been taking in more people. I've dealt with mental health shit myself.
Mental health, child abuse, domestic violence.
So he's been dealing with mental health shit himself, and he's been having issues with mental health this past couple months.
I saw that video.
He's been slowly getting worse.
I saw that video, and I can't blame that all on mental health. That man was mad at something. Like, something happened to make him mad like that. Like, it was not just, like, even with mental health, you can be as mentally, like, health-wise, you can be as bad off as you want to be with your mental health. But unless something specifically happens to trigger you, you don't react like that. Like, something happened, and his wife wasn't even in his presence. So for her to be at her dad's house, for him to come there acting like that.
Let's go to the video real quick, and let's see him knocking on the door.
What was the deal with him and her dad, though?
That's what I'm saying. It had to be something.
It was her dad's house.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go to the video.
Come through.
If he would have got through that door, he would have. Ray, why you ain't come through?
So I do want to say, I do think if he has been going through any kind of mental health issues, I do think that could have led to that. And whatever he's mad about, because he was definitely mad for a reason, that heightens how you're gonna react to
Mania.
Yeah, you get manic. We're familiar with that here. You know what I mean? So we're familiar with how that goes and mental health and how people act out of character. They don't be themselves when they're not right upstairs.
Unapologetically.
Apparently in February they made it so he's not allowed to have weapons because he's a danger to himself and other people.
And when did that happen?
February.
So that's what I'm saying.
So this has been
like how, you know what I'm saying, when I'm getting them alerts on my phone the other day, and I'm like, you know, that was a charge, felony, like domestic burglary, domestic violence. Like
the charges were, and I quote, reckless endangerment, criminal trespassing, resisting arrest, and malicious mischief.
Oh, those are the misdemeanors. But
yeah, he pled guilty to all of them.
Because you know what I'm saying. The first report was burglary, domestic violence, denied bail. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that makes it look really, really bad on his part.
It does.
Until the next day we're hearing, I mean, a lot of people didn't hear the 911 call. His wife's pleading to the cops. don't shoot him.
At least he has a good person in his corner.
And then, I mean, you see the video and it's bad, but then you hear, I'm reading that, and he's been having issues. Like,
I'll say this, in like just a moment of transparency. I don't know what he suffers from specifically, but I know with anxiety, because I suffer from anxiety disorder. So if you are triggered, once you're triggered and you're mad and you're pissed, there is no
bringing you down.
There's no coming down. Like it's gradually higher until you're in blackout mode, and then like nobody. You just have to come down yourself. Like at that point, nobody can bring you down. So if I don't know, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what he suffers from, but I know that could, what I suffer from, could end up looking like that on camera. So
you better not come down.
And if I do that, y'all better not. Don't put your ring on my show. Don't put that shit on.
Let me look. No real shit, because it's sad that it's recorded. It's sad that it's recorded. Like I'm telling you, like if a nigga came to my house, like wait a minute, like wait, I'm coming outside first. What's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? Like if you're not okay, get the fuck away from me with that shit. Like, cause that's a big man.
Yeah.
He would have fucked shit up if Ray would have came outside. If Ray would have came through, Ray would have got fucked up. And that's a fucked up situation to be in when your daughter is sitting there watching you about to get your ass kicked.
And apparently his father-in-law sprayed him with mace too. So like reading that, it's like, and he's banging on the door talking about come throughs, like.
That's my thing. Well, at least he has a supportive unit around him, because if his wife didn't give a fuck, she would have just told the cops to come. A, and B, his father-in-law might have came through. Shit, we don't know what Ray looked like.
And I want to just be clear too. I want to say to
6'3", 194.
That's what Ray looked like.
6'3", 194.
Or that's Sherman.
So he's tall. I mean, he's smaller.
And in world-class shape.
But I do want to say to black folks, let me tell you.
We have some comments too then.
Let's just not chalk this shit up to, and I'm not even talking about Richard Sherman now. I'm talking about in general. Black and brown folks. When your man is constantly flipping out, your girl, she got a hot temper. This one, she just be talking out her head. Don't just contribute that to, oh, that's just her, she's crazy. That's just him, he be wilding. No, some of these people are fighting through trauma. Some of these people need to go talk to somebody. They need medical help. We in the hood, we just chalk everything up to that motherfucker crazy.
7:30.
Hey, and that's always. They shot out, and I still say that. I know that I'm shot out, but I say that quick about somebody else. That motherfucker shot out, but that we don't know the trauma that somebody has been through.
Some cats are just shot out though.
That is true. Some people are just shot out.
Some people are just shot out of a cannon, and they
but
can't
that shot out should be diagnosed.
It should be.
It should be. You need help.
Because there's medications for that. There's medications for all of it. Like, it can help bring you down. I know a lot of people, especially in our community, are against medications.
And therapy.
Yeah,
I'm
medications and therapy.
heavy on the therapy.
This sofa is comfy, and I like the big red one that I sit on, too. Okay? I'm okay with it. Like, it's fine. Because at the end of the day, that's what therapists are for. Like, it's an unbiased opinion, somebody who's not going to judge you, somebody who doesn't know you from a can of paint. You can tell them anything as long as you don't tell them certain shit to incriminate yourself or others. But, yeah.
My therapist told me my therapist told me to keep doing what I'm doing and fuck y'all. So
my therapist, she bakes me bread, like zucchini bread, banana bread, all kinds of bread. We got comments. Anybody?
Yeah, what's our comments? I'm sorry, y'all. What's our comments?
I mean, some of them came from the very beginning. So Ramus L. Sarah.
First lady.
Oh, hey.
Every man for themselves. Let's go golf. Let's go play golf. And so those were about 10 minutes ago. 8 minutes ago, Aaron says Hollywood looking like springtime.
Hey, girl. Hey, queens.
You do have that Easter look today.
Well, good.
She went to church.
I sure did. I went to church, got my glow up on, you know.
But yeah, I do want to.
Won't he do it, won't he will.
I want to say,
I was about to say, you're not going to overtalk God.
No, I'll let you get your shit off. Oh, my fault, guys. I'm sorry. But I do want to say, we're not here to bash Richard Sherman on this show and what he's been through. If he's going through mental health,
shit, I ain't bashing him. I was scared.
I'm 100% empathetic.
I saw that video. That's a big man.
I have the 911 call if you want
Yeah, let's listen to the 911 call. Oh, it's long?
It's long, so just tell me when you want.
We don't gotta play the whole thing. Just, we can play
We'll
a little
give you a
bit
clip
of
of
it.
it. This is his wife calling 911.
I need officers to my house now. My husband is drunk and belligerent, threatening to kill himself.
Stop. What's the address? Are there any weapons? Stop.
We
Listen to
no,
me.
there's no gun. I'm saying there are no weapons, ma'am. There are no weapons.
You need to stop interrupting me so I can get the information I need to get officers expedited.
I need officers here now.
What's he doing that you think he's going to harm himself?
He's being aggressive. He has sent text messages. I took the keys out. They're in your car. He's trying to leave now in the house. He's being aggressive. He's wrestling with my uncle. He's threatening to kill himself. He has sent text messages to people saying he's going to hang himself. He's saying that if the police show up, so please don't shoot is what I'm asking.
Okay, wait. Say that again.
He has no weapon.
He says if the police show up,
he said if the police show up, that he'll try to fight them. So they need to understand that he is.
Okay. Has it been physical with anybody there? You said he's trying to fight your uncle?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
How has it been physical?
He just tried to fight him.
Okay, trying to fight somebody and actually being
Yes,
physical
he
is
did.
two different
All
things.
the way
How
down to
has
the
it
ground.
been physical?
He's pulling out now. He's trying to leave. He's leaving in the Maybach.
What kind of car is he
It's
driving?
a 2016 black Mercedes. Richard, please stop. Richard, please stop. Please stop.
Is that a sedan, SUV?
It's just a black sedan Mercedes SUV.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to get out the gate. I cut it off.
What do you mean you cut it off?
I cut the gate. We live behind it. It's Richard Sherman. Like, ma'am, this is like a emergency. I need officers here
listen
now.
to me. I'm handling this. You need to stop telling me that.
Okay, but what I'm
not going to slow help down.
He got out. He just got
Talking
out
to
the
me is
gate.
not going to slow help down.
Did you hear the dispatcher?
Yeah.
That shit is a problem.
She was no help at all.
She's trying to calm him down so bad. He probably was manic.
It just pains me to hear a woman say, "Please don't shoot him." Like, that's not even something that should be. If you're calling 911 for help, you shouldn't have to add the disclaimer like, "Yo, don't kill him," because you're basically saying, "This is my husband. I still love him. He's going through something.
At the end
Come
of the
help
day,
him."
we say that all the time on them calls, but the dispatcher, I'm sure, especially listening to that dispatcher, she probably didn't even relay the message. And a lot of times they don't. Like, they're specifically trained to say exactly what the officer's going to do and what the situation is. Like, they can say he has mental health issues all they want, but we've seen that in Lancaster County even, where they shoot to kill regardless.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just glad that, I mean, it's a bad situation, but it's better than when they first reported it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he said that he's remorseful. He did say that. He's remorseful.
Because you know what? He had to watch himself act like that.
In order to change, probably. I'm sure they do.
She was talking about how he's a good father and all that.
Yeah. And the judge released him on no bail, said he's a pillar of the community. Like, it ended like it should have ended. I hope Richard Sherman, he does play on my squad. And that's not just why I'm hoping he does well.
That's exactly why.
I mean, he has a few misdemeanors coming his way, but 5.
Yeah, I really hope he gets the help that he needs, and I hope that
he got the money for a good lawyer. The glove doesn't fit, we gonna quit, okay?
I don't think. Yeah, he's not going back to jail. I just hope that mentally, because like I said, like even outside of just mental health in general, COVID and being in the crib so long, that fucks with a lot of us.
Cabin fever be killing. Yeah.
Divorce rate's probably really high right now. Y'all figured out exactly who the fuck y'all married.
Yeah, couples done discovered, like, I love this person, but I really don't like them.
Exactly.
And
this nigga always leaving a seat up.
Yeah, you got to spend like
she
more
breathed
time.
too heavy. All of that.
Yeah, it was a rough time.
Love your spouse.
His feet stink all the time.
Here's a question. Yaz brought up a good topic. Do you think injuries on the field
CTE? Yes.
make somebody act like this?
Yeah,
that was brought
Absolutely.
up. And it definitely does.
Not even CTE, like
maybe
just
it's
from
not.
my experience.
Mike, so if you want to repeat what I said.
Okay.
So what he asked was, do you think this is like CTE? He's a football player and
he's had a lot of hard hits over
a lot
his
of hits
career.
to the head. We all know there's people. We know for a fact there's football players that have committed suicide.
There's wrestlers too.
In their prime, like
Benoit.
too many
Remember
shots.
Chris Benoit?
Yeah, Junior Seau.
They take them drugs.
Junior Seau, maybe less than 10 years after he retired, killed himself. One of the best middle linebackers in the game.
What was the boy's name? Aaron.
Doctors say that if you take a CAT scan of a football player's brain before and after, the images are completely different.
Yeah.
That's right. And yeah, so.
Yeah, them cats are 200 pounds. They run a high speed, and they're hitting every single play.
Mm-hmm. They hit hard.
Like
you can hear it.
You can't escape that in the NFL. You're gonna get hit. You gotta hit.
It could easily be CTE, and not only that, but when you are taught football, like so think about it. You're, let's say 7, 8 years old when you're first allowed to play midget football, and then you play up until you're in the NFL. All you know is being aggressive and violent.
He was hitting that door like he was hitting a person.
Sometimes when shit clicks in your head, you only know aggressive and violence.
That's
because
a strong
I mean,
door.
so you don't know how to chill because you've only from 8 years old till 35, you've been pounding people and hitting people paws. Like that's just what it is.
Pounding people and hitting people.
He's been playing defense
shit.
since I mean, early cats play both ways, but once you get to college,
I want to watch Opinionated Facts this week. I want to see what they got to say.
Yeah, shout out to Opinionated Facts. If they come on.
If they come to work.
Episode 100 is coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, I promise you. 7.
Oh, today at 8 o'clock.
Oh, well, shit, I didn't know.
I might have to
They'll
stick
be
around
right
for the
here
Rudolph show.
at 8 o'clock if we get off in time.
Right.
And
let's take our time.
And I didn't see any promo, but I'll talk to my brother about that. And episode 100, because I feel like it should have been a fucking episode for the ages.
We should have all been in attendance. We should have had food. We should have brought the buns and the hot dogs, Alonzo. Could have brought the buns and the dogs.
I might jump on the show and tell them that in front of you.
Just don't move. Just don't move. Just
God
sit right
damn it.
there.
Why is there no...
Stay tuned for Say Less on Opinionated Facts.
Arthur Fist. Arthur Fist. Do the Arthur Fist.
Shout out to Opinionated Facts.
On the Brandon Rudolph show?
Yeah, the Brandon Rudolph show.
The Brandon Rudolph show.
Said Brandon Rudolph and the guys.
So let me ask you all a question. This was posted on our page. It actually didn't get no feedback, but I like the question. What are some things that people will never admit to?
Stinky pussy.
You just go for the
dry
jugular.
pussy.
They don't
Turtle tank.
They'll never admit being the one to fall on a grenade.
They'll never admit to being pussy either. All these pussy niggas claiming they real. You bitch.
I'll say this, cause y'all went
You
straight
bitch
to
you.
the six.
Look, I went straight for the jugular. All of y'all. I'm sick of all of you.
People will never admit that they're wrong.
I disagree.
No. Well, I don't.
I be wrong a lot.
There's
sometimes.
certain people who never admit to their wrong, and I'll say this, and only because of recent experiences, I've noticed that when people are wrong, some of the people I've dealt with, not all people, the people when they're wrong, they'll their instinct is to automatically still throw shots and still pick like. And they'll turn the blame on you some kind of way, even though that they're a fucked up individual.
That's why they throw shit at you, because they want you to act the type of way that they told people that you will.
Yeah. I think that's
You can't let
100%.
them fuck up your element.
Nah, suck my dick.
From the back. From the back, would you?
People will never admit to having streaks in their drawers.
Oh, God.
No.
Shout out to all of y'all that's not wearing panty liners, because y'all be having streaks in the front.
People will never admit to.
It happened.
Do women have to wear panty liners, or they get them shit in the bottom of their panties?
You don't have to. Every woman has discharge, and it's completely normal and natural.
Is it
now,
brown?
Some women have extra discharge, like more than others, and when it dries, it turns colors. The normal color is I think it'll turn like a yellowish, like a pale yellow, or it might just be white. Now, some of y'all be having the poop stains, because I remember.
Wow.
You want to have story time?
Yep.
Story time.
Okay, so back when I was in high school, there were these two girls, and they were really, really freak Johns, and like they invited boys over to the house like during school hours, and the next day the boys brought the girls' panties.
Wait, they just let him keep the...
No, he snuck and got them, I think, and he showed them to everybody. He showed everybody that would look.
But they was splashing everybody in the party?
It wasn't a party. We was at school. We was in the lunchroom.
Oh, it was a mission.
It was a mission, basically like school time. Like they missed the school day.
I remember them.
They went to go smash, and then I was in school. I was class president. I was always in school. Look, I also saw the draws because I know everybody, and they was showing stuff. I was like, let me see, and I said, oh no, no. But yeah, it's natural for all women to have a little discharge, and if you have discharge though, like as women, grown women who are hygienic anyway, you wear panty liners. Like you don't want to ruin your good drawers because drawers cost a lot. If you buy the upper echelon, I ain't talking about Victoria's Secret from Kite.
I remember being in elementary school one time. And this is kind of off topic, but not really. It's kind of on topic.
Bless you.
So I was in like 4th or 5th grade, and there was this girl who was like, actually, she was pretty. I don't even know why we fucked with her the way that we fucked with her, but we fucked.
Because y'all liked her.
Like we fucked with her.
She still had cooties?
Yeah, we fucked with her on that level, but
y'all was hitting her on the playground. Y'all was trying to grab her butt.
We asking you if they still had cooties.
Yeah,
we're older than you.
I was a cooties baby.
Said, they still have cooties?
And she's actually still on my Facebook and doing fine now. Shout out to you. I won't say your name, but
tell me in my ear. I'm gonna say it.
But something had happened in school, and she had on like these white.
Did she
pants
get the blood
with stripes on, and
she got the
it
blood
was
butt.
the blood from the back to the front.
See,
and we didn't like.
That is every girl's
at the time. We
biggest
didn't know
fear.
what the fuck was going on. So
y'all teased her.
We teased her, and now
y'all
being
called her
a
Carrie?
grown man, I feel I'm apologized to her twice in my adulthood about this. But
you still probably ruined her whole high school years.
Yo, and the only reason I apologize to her is because some girl came up to me in my adulthood that I don't even really remember making fun of, and she told me how much that me
so
and
you
my
were
friends,
a bully.
She said me and my friends making fun of her traumatized
If
her.
you were a bully, just say that.
I didn't mean to be. Everybody bust on each other back then.
Let me tell y'all something. As a former, I used to get bullied. Like I was the bully first, and then I got bullied, so I grew out of that shit fast. Because I was 228 pounds in like 8th grade. I used to get bullied a lot, but guess what? The glow up is fucking real, and back then y'all didn't want me. Now I'm hot, y'all all on me, okay? Okay. So shout out to you, Bloody Mary. What up, sir? You all right in my book. You all right in my book.
There was this guy, he worked with me like a few years ago. He was new.
He got the mud butt at work.
Mud butt, ain't he was like, yo, I remember in high school, you called me Simon Bar Sinister, and everybody laughed. Like if you're anybody familiar with Underdog, Simon Bar Sinister was the villain. And he used to be Simon Says.
Did he look like him?
Like he said he was like this is 20 years later, and I was like, word.
When you traumatize somebody, they remember it and you don't.
But see, the thing was like I was. You know what I mean? I wasn't a big person.
My sister used to talk about me, and I remember
my whole thing was,
every
what did you say
word.
to me? What did you say to me to make you? Because I didn't just come for people.
All he probably said was your kung fu is lousy, and you probably slaughtered him.
I remember, and I'm not even good. Like
he did look like Simon Bar Sinister though. Like when he said it, and I was in my head like, you look like him. Though.
But if you really think that, like think about that, and like digest it, because I didn't think like people have like 2 or 3 people have come up to me and said that. Shit that I said to them fucked them up when they was a kid, and they brought it into their adulthood. And these are things that I said and probably didn't even think about after that day. But as a kid, you're just fucked up. And we used to bust on each other back then.
Hard.
But then I thought about it, and then I'm thinking about shit like there's certain shit like when I was coming up, when I was a kid. Cause I came up, I didn't come up in like a black elementary school. I came up in like most of the kids was white in my elementary school.
Me too.
And the bust on me was the big lips, the big head, and the way that I walk funny.
His head's still big.
So these shits in elementary school, junior high, high school. I was trying, but I learned how to bust. Like I learned how to snap back.
You big titty, no.
And I did it to the point where if your mom was a drug addict I'm slaying her for being a dope fiend.
Yikes.
I'm gonna because I wanted to hurt you so bad that you wouldn't talk about my lips, my head, and my feet.
I used to say stuff to you.
That's a fact. Like, I used to be like, all right, fuck it. Your mom a dope fiend. I'm slaying her.
I regret a lot of the shit that I did.
Alone.
There was a girl in the class. Like, if I see her to this day, I would love to apologize to you. So if you're out there, reach out somehow. She used to say substitute, and she couldn't say substitute.
Yeah.
So like, yo, they ethered her for the way she talked. Like, I feel bad about it. Like, we were bad though. Like, what they used to eat, I'm gonna say they, cause it wasn't me, but they used to eat like the teachers' lunches and make them cry and stuff. And I used to be sitting in the class like, cause they was calling all the moms, and I knew if my mom was coming, like I was getting my ass beat. Like there was no way around it. So I tried to stay out of it for the most part. But then yeah, I was in a little bit. She can't beat my ass today.
Not in public.
Right, exactly. I'm a run.
Getting beat in the house is
exactly,
bad
that's
enough.
one thing.
Don't beat me in public.
I think people would never admit that you inspire them or you.
Oh yeah, they admire you.
Right, especially like the ones
like
that
you.
publicly hate you. They'll never admit that they're watching you.
Biggest fucking fan.
And you're
biggest fucking fan ever in my life. I swear to God. Shout out to all of y'all bitches. I'm open book and your nigga probably read it.
Some people will give you that one-on-one. They won't put it out in the air in public, but
it don't need to be.
They'll give you the one-on-one.
Have y'all done that for anybody?
Huh?
You did that for anybody?
Somebody told me they liked how I dressed one time.
No, do you do it for other people?
Do I?
Do you
sometimes?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Like people deserve their flowers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do I like tell people?
Like if you felt like I know you said you talked to Blood Butt. Don't do that because you said it to her for years. She's claimed it now. If I call her Blood Butt, she might be like, "Look at it now, girl." It's big.
We squashed it, and she's like a model now. So shout out to her.
About.
Shout out to Blood Butt.
Train y'all kids to stop talking about. Train y'all kids to stop talking about little girls with their blood butts too. And for all the parents out there who have girls, make them a period pack. Like the little Ipsy bags that y'all get, make them a period pack, please, because nobody wants to be at school and get the blood butt. There's nothing worse. Every girl remembers when they first got their period. And because back then, we was all like, your parents didn't raise you on tampons right away. They told you to put a pad on. So then when you put the pad on, you don't know really what the fuck you're doing yet. You stand up, you get the big gush. That's probably what happened to her. Y'all fucked up. That's ignorant.
Big gush.
The big gush, yes.
Let's not go deeper into that.
Every lady know exactly what the big gush is. Am I lying, ladies? Y'all know what that big gush is.
Let's not get into that.
Put a towel down.
Put the towel, I don't even know how to respond to that.
Don't act like that. Look, y'all want me to start asking questions? Y'all run red lights or no?
Who? You know, people will never admit that people will never admit people will never admit to being the dirty kid in the class.
Oh, you try to change it. So
I
you
wasn't
run red
the
lights.
dirty kid.
You weren't the. I mean, I'm glad. I know you. First of all,
I wasn't the dirty
Pooh Bear. I know you wasn't the dirty kid.
I do see some shit that I had on and be like, I thought I was flexing back then. I wasn't.
You were flexing.
You were flexing for the time.
There was a lot of shit. First off, though, from 10th grade on, my sneaker game was fire. My clothes were not always.
They go to the Fresh Prince. I used to have the swish sweatsuit, and then my mom used to do this thing where like she used to want to do our hair all the time. Me and my sister, she would braid our hair to the front, and we would have the beads on the front of our head. So I used to hate running at recess. Every time I run, my beads would be smacking me in my forehead like this.
Peace to Value City in Hanover, man. We was
Value
always
City.
fresh.
Oh shit.
I was rocking.
British Knights.
Nah, not even. I
Said
was
he had
rocking
them
Perry
BKs.
Ellis America because them shirts was like $5-6 and the
Perry
jeans
Ellis.
was 10. We was fresh.
You used to wear
Shout out to
K-Swiss?
Perry
Y'all wear
Ellis.
K-Swiss?
Nah, I never
I
got
come
it.
from a
I
Saucony
remember when
generation.
K-Swiss was popping with British Knights and Troops, LA Gear.
You know what people
Did you
want?
have a name belt?
I didn't have one.
Did you
anymore.
Did you have the Uptowns that was clear? That was my era.
Wow.
That was the early 2000s
Yeah,
era.
that was my
Yo,
era.
shout out to y'all that was wearing them clear
The butterfly
Uptowns.
clips.
Because
What
I
up,
know
y'all?
some dudes that was wearing clear Uptowns with moldy socks.
Oh,
You could not rock them clear Uptowns if your socks was not fresh. If
Amen.
you were at the fresh white boys, like, yo, your sneaker game was looking crazy. You had the dust bunnies and the brown stains all up. Yo,
And
yo,
they
Yo, you know
trying
when
it.
you get
y'all
white.
was acting funny in the early 2000s with the 4XTs and the clear.
No,
Yup,
I'ma
in my
throw it
white
back on
tee.
you.
I only went up to 2X.
Only a
You
2X.
remember the 4X though?
Yeah, I see.
They was looking
that
like
looked wild.
dresses.
That looked wild. That looked wild.
Yeah, they
Came down
Like,
to
I
definitely
only
the
went to
knees.
hit the 2X a little past. You know what I'm saying?
the Soldier Boy era.
I never
Soldier
did
Boy
them.
did it first.
Cause that junk looked wild. I don't even know why people did that. It looked
The
crazy.
pump ups. I used to see those on commercials, but I never had a pair of the ones where you pinch the tongue and
We
they
was-
pump up the sneaker.
We used to stand on the block with them 4 and 5X tees with the Air Force One. Shout out to Harrisburg. We was at Harrisburg up on the hill, right up on Dairy Street. Shout out to we was on the block from 9 to 5 like it was a shift. I promise you.
Man, listen, as long as y'all ain't had the dust bunnies, like you said,
Yeah,
y'all
that's-
good.
Tell me why I got bagged one time with my light up BKs.
You got bagged with light up BKs.
Garden court, cops is everywhere.
Super producer got bagged with light up BKs on.
We see your light up sneakers in the tree.
I don't know, it's fireworks. It's fireworks.
Oh, you people will never admit to being a snitch.
Ever. No, some people will admit to it because a lot of y'all made that shit cool. And that's a word. I mean, because if you want to look, and I don't, damn it, why did I even say anything? But seriously, like, because y'all still, like, glorify that shit. Y'all still speak to them. Y'all still, like, you can call them a rat all you want to, but half y'all that calling people rats won't even call that rat a rat to their face.
Won't
That's
even
right.
call the rat the rat.
Exactly. You won't even call them a rat. Like, you'll
won't
call
call
them
the
a
lion
rat in
the rat.
private, but you won't say it to their face. Like, that's
Outside
that
of-
corny shit.
Like outside of just common sense, that's the reason why I had to like just leave the dumb shit alone, because it was like certain shit, like even like I'm not even gonna say it like it's a younger generation. There's dudes that I thought was A1 generals, and then
Fold.
they are rat
Fold.
now.
Man,
and now like dudes that I was like, this is my brother. I'm looking at him now like, these are like
Yeah.
never.
There's cats that we grew up with that been getting in trouble since we were in our teens and never served long time. Like, yo, how you
Yeah.
you've been serving time in the county for 20 years, 30 years. Like, how you ain't never been upstate?
Ooh,
Yeah.
things people never admit to, how many bodies they got.
I mean, they shouldn't admit to that.
Why?
Why would you admit to that? Oh, bodies.
Bodies,
oh,
bodies.
I thought you. Oh, okay.
I mean, who really
No,
wants
not
to know?
not block a block
Bang,
body.
bang.
I'm talking about
Oh, okay. Body.
body.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Women don't, for sure.
Well, men don't either.
Men don't know.
What?
Some men do.
At least
A lot-
you're
I mean,
honest.
you know what?
I told you every Say Less Sunday, I feel like I'm in a fucking barbershop.
So,
At least you're honest.
So, you don't know.
No, I don't know.
There's no,
I can neither
Marco, do you
confirm
know your
nor
number?
deny.
I wasn't paying attention.
Your body count.
Yeah, I
You-
wasn't counting.
Right. Men don't know. I used to count. I lost count in like 2000.
If you had a whole lot of fun, just say that.
I had a whole lot of fun.
I had a whole lot of fun too.
But
Oh, we were both in the army. Yeah, so
I'm
mean,
an
I
army.
seen
And
the
not
world.
only that, but I had a whole lot of fun. But there was a whole lot of trash in that too. Like it's not that like because we was promiscuous that all of it was good. Some of that shit was trash as hell.
What makes
Yeah.
pussy trash?
I
No
mean,
walls.
That's something else. That's something else people won't
Yes,
admit to.
I've definitely had
What?
no wall. I've definitely entered, and then as soon as you enter, it's.
Are you lying?
I swear to God, yo, you go in and.
I want to touch one just to see what
You
it
ever
feels
just
like.
enter you enter the entrance and then it's like you don't feel nothing.
Are you
It's-
serious?
you know
It's
what
just air.
You ever been
Maybe she was
like
queefing.
And that's no, it's all queefing because it's just air.
Ew. It's a
like-
beatbox.
it's like
Alexa,
them-
play Biz Markie. It's a
the
beatbox.
real big
say?
room with a little tiny door.
Oh my
And
god.
the crazy shit is the chicks with no walls be the ones that be like, I need 13 inches.
No. No. First of all, any woman who tells you she needs 13, where is it going? Like, where is it going? Because
Where's
your
your
vagina
uterus?
is not that long. Like, I have a short vagina, so I'll pass. 13 inches. Who are you fucking, horses? Like, I'll pass.
Deep like the mind of Farrakhan.
I'll pass. That shit hurts.
I
like,
heard a chick say she need 13 minimum.
Wow. Wait.
all right, Moby Dick.
She said
Where
13.
you find them dudes at?
And then I told her,
Right.
Your
They
u-
don't exist.
where's
You
your
fucking lie.
uterus?
What'd she say?
Nothing. We came to the conclusion that she has no walls.
Jesus God. So it literally is like a hot dog down the hallway.
Yeah.
Can y'all tell I'm hungry? I keep talking about hot dogs. I want a glizzy.
Hot dogs and sausages ain't glizzies.
I want a glizzy.
What do y'all think about the Black National Anthem being played during that? No, it's gonna be.
Every voice
Yes.
can sing till
First off, I didn't even know this
That's
was the
what that
Black
gets
National
for me.
Anthem until like a year or two ago.
Really?
I didn't.
Are you serious?
I heard.
You
like,
didn't pay attention in school and it shows.
No, we didn't have a Black National Anthem in my school, and I've heard this song my whole life. I didn't realize that we adopted it as our national
It's
anthem
ours.
to the point where
We sing it.
pro teams are gonna play this shit now. This is
should
our
know all the
national
words,
anthem.
too.
That's a little. They're gonna give us a little.
I think black folks should have a vote on our national anthem.
What's it supposed to be? If you could have a vote, what would your vote be? My
Hold on, wait a
president is
minute.
black.
Y'all thought I was finished?
Oh, that would be it.
No.
You know what? I'll go with that
No.
Jeezy song. My president is black. My
Yeah,
Lambo's
we
blue.
need some.
Just
I
because
feel
we ain't
like
never let him.
I feel like the black national anthem needs to be hip hop.
Yeah, it should
For
be.
2021, maybe
It should
a little hip hop.
Yeah.
It needs to be a hip hop
At
classic
least a hip hop
though.
feature.
Yeah, yeah. Can
I
we
mean,
get a feature?
I'd be okay if a black national anthem was "Fight the
We
Power."
could put Lil Durk on that thing. We could put Lil Durk on that thing.
No.
Speaking of Lil,
Speaking
heard
of
what
Lil
happened with
Durk, ain't.
Lil Durk and his lady was clapping with the intruder. Somebody broke into his
India
house.
Cox. Yeah, that's his
Like-
that's his wifey's name, and I guess they definitely broke into the crib. It was like an ambush style, and they said that they both let off. Like, but I know if I was India, I'd be like, I was shooting both guns. It was me.
Listen,
It was me shooting
like
That sounds like a whole Bonnie and Clyde story.
he's
It
in
is,
he's in a real
absolutely.
good neighborhood in Atlanta.
He
Like,
is.
when you're when your status,
gated community
when you're
at
getting
that,
money
yeah.
like that, you got to follow in your status is what it is like him.
It's like Chateau
Why
something.
don't
I
you
forget
have
what it is.
security system in your house?
I'm
I was
sure they
thinking that
probably
too.
do. That might be what woke them up because they
It
got
probably
to
went
the
off.
point where they were able. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
probably
able
went-
to get their guns. So if you're able to get your gun, I assume something alerted you, like either that or the dogs. And at the end of the day, if you come to my fucking house, all bets are off. Like his kids is there.
These artists got to stop being so accessible. Stop bringing people back to their houses. Stop doing all that crazy
A lot
shit.
of them have
And-
big
and-
ass
and
parties.
stop trying to be all in the street.
Yeah.
But the fact that I heard they was both busting was funny because it reminded me of a story of my
Let's tell
personal
story.
life. And I'll just say this. I'm not going to add no names.
She a rider.
There was a time, and I wasn't there at this time. But
Oh, I know this one.
I remember
I know this one.
I remember getting a call, and this is at the time when ops was a thing. We might have had real ops. And she hit me and she was like, yo, people peeking in our windows, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know what to do. And I was like,
Green light, go.
wait, you don't see their face? They just peeking in the windows? Nah, I don't see nothing. All right, grab the toast. Let it go. I get another call. While I'm on the phone, I get another call. Yo, bro, I've been outside your house for like 15 minutes. Where you at? I'm like, where am I at? I was like, you was peeking in my window? Yeah, I'm trying to see if anybody was there. I said, wait, what? Click back over. No, don't shoot, don't shoot. Don't kill me. That's my man. So, shout out to my guy. I saved your life. And
Allegedly.
Shout out to that woman that I won't say that was about to blow your fucking head off.
Yeah.
Let's take a wild guess.
At the end of the day, you gotta be like that though. Like, I'm not. I mean, I won't incriminate myself, but you gotta be like that. You have to be like that.
You got to separate yourself sooner or later.
Exactly, you have to. Like, if it comes down to me versus them, like it's always gonna be me. I'm always gonna pick me.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about, like, you know what I mean? Like a random, not even a random stranger. Some of them people, like, he might have known who them people were.
But the crazy thing is, like, about our culture is, like, we associate something like that with being real. Like, now being real is the cops should have been on their way when that alarm system
Went off. Exactly.
That you whatever
And
whatever.
Durk and them dudes,
They used to that.
them Chicago boys, they different. You know, they moving different. And Dirk's done a lot in the music game. He brought a lot. I think King Von was signed to
Yep.
Dirk, right?
Yeah,
He
that
was like
yeah.
he just lost his brother
And he
not
lost
that
his
long
brother.
ago.
I think he lost a couple other people. Like Dirk been through a lot of shit.
That's what I'm saying. He probably not the one you want to try. They probably train for that shit now.
Yeah, it just I wish I'm glad Dirk and his girl made it out.
I'm glad their kids are okay because I know I think they have 2 daughters together, and then he has other kids
like
too.
we've lost like since December. Since December we've lost like some hip hop greats.
Yeah, we have
some veterans, but we've also lost
a lot of kids.
Bunch of young rappers,
including this kid that just got shot.
KTS
another
Dre?
Chicago
yeah,
kid.
KTS Dre.
KTS Dre just released from prison. The day he walks out of prison, they
64 shots.
That's connections.
They aired him out right in front of the prison, at the prison.
Is that the one that Wendy Williams was talking about, or was that another?
No,
rapper?
that was another kid.
That's crazy. See, look, that right there. There's two within like the past 2 weeks that I've heard about.
And that's the thing, like
that's KTS Dre.
Yep.
So he walked outside of the Cook County Jail
after being released.
He was out on bail. He got out on bail. His fiance came to get him, and
there was a group that came together.
Oh, there was a whole group.
Yeah.
A couple other people got.
A 60-year-old woman caught one in the leg, and
damn.
The 30-year-old woman, she got grazed in the mouth.
Yeah. But 46, was it 46?
64
towards him. So obviously,
64 shots towards. Yeah, they knew exactly. Who
like what did he do that they got connections?
I wonder what his charges were. Huh? What was he in there for? Do we know what he was in there for? That's the thing that I was wondering. Like. KTS
he was getting fitted for an
ankle monitor. So they were releasing him, of course, on bail to be monitored. But my thing is, what led him to go there? Like, was he in there on some shit? Like, is that why they came for him like that?
Chicago. I don't know the details, but I know the Chicago dudes is different.
Right. I don't even want to know the details, but
like they do shit like this, and then they'll
go eat lunch.
They'll walk up in the funeral and grab the casket and try to walk out the church.
That was Chicago?
That was Chicago when it happened.
That's mean.
They walk up in the church during the funeral, take the casket out. Like these dudes, they'll rap at the grave.
And they be talking about smoking on blah 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 pack.
They be spitting bars at the grave, smoking blunt, spitting bars at the grave of their enemy.
The niggas
like,
that's the younger generation.
These kids now are on some other shit.
Yeah.
Like
disrespect to the umpteenth degree.
Like no disrespect and no slander, because I don't know this to be fact, but what I've been reading about King Von, he was a killer in Chicago. Like he was going around catching bodies. Like he was a murderer out in them streets, from what the police reports say and from what the stories.
Oh, I'm just gonna be quiet because I was gonna say we not from 63rd, but I ain't from nowhere. I don't want any parts of anything.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of King Von. I am.
I don't know nothing about them. They're younger than me. I'm just.
Yeah.
I heard a couple songs, but the police they just released something this week that said he killed some other rapper, female. I think she was gay and lesbian.
Oh, the one from
Side something.
Yeah.
No disrespect to her neither, but
I know exactly what you're talking about.
King Von was out here putting work in the streets, and
they say he did that.
Yeah. Yep. And they're saying a lot of stuff is leading back to him. So and I'm not saying this as just talk to the young generation, because even our generation did this. Do we keep saluting the killers and the psychopaths, the dudes that are destroying the hood?
Well, if we're not gonna glorify the rats, what we gonna do?
I'm just saying, I don't think we should glorify the rats.
Don't glorify the rats. At the end of the day,
but do we glorify the killers and then still mourn the people that got killed?
No, what you do is you take pride in yourself. Take pride in yourself. All you can control is yourself. You can't control the rats. You can't control the people who are, like, you know what I mean, who are out here shooting and stuff like that. I mind my business. I control me.
I just think it's real.
And I'm a good example for everybody under me, like my kids, my god kids. Like, that's all I can do. That's all I try to do.
People say not everybody, but a lot of people say they respect the shooter.
But the one that's in front of the gun lives forever.
And I think that is real. And I'm not even saying this as I'm preaching to y'all. I'm saying this as even me. Like I have done this myself. We respect the dumb shit. Like we praise.
I don't have my glasses on.
We praise and respect the dumb shit.
Can anybody read that? I look. Alonzo's got all four of his eyes on.
KTS Dre was out on bail for charges related to an April 2020 arrest for being a felon in possession of a weapon and resisting police.
So they didn't even and KTS stands for Kill to Survive.
Right.
And he was fitted with a monitor before he.
So he was fitted with a monitor before he
and
died.
We don't know the politics or the details of what happened. We know how Chicago gets down, and we know it's heavy gang shit up there.
So we have a comment too. Malcolm Leonard. That's why I'm trying to keep my young boys from watching those forever purge movies because it's manipulation. The agenda and propaganda is stagnant.
It absolutely is.
That's the thing. Like, look, we do, and I say we, like I said, I'm including myself, because there was a time when I was hanging, and I was just hanging with the people, like, we was heavily in that culture, and we looked up to the real dudes, or we called the real dudes. The real dudes